All right, welcome race fans. Welcome to Happy Hour Racing League, the HROC race number 3. This is Monday, August 28th. We are at Laguna Seca with the Volkswagen Beetles. This is a fun track. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We are going to be racing some Volkswagens tonight. It's going to be a good one. Take a look at what we got here as far as the track overlay. Laguna Seca, Monterey, California, 2.2 mile, 11 turn road course. So we're calling the cars to the grid here. This is going to be a 60-minute race. Looks like we got 6 cars here on the grid. This will be a fun one. All right, we're going to do a little restart here. We got to wait on JJ to get in. He's trying to get in to the server. Make sure our everything's working. So it looks like we have 7 guys here. Travis Joyner, John Pfeiffer, Greg Kirchmeier, Ivan Deschamps, Henry Leacock, Robert Martin, and Jair Oliveira. Sometimes we have to do this here. We get some server issues, so a little fun race here tonight with the Happy Hour Racing League guys. It's sort of diverting from the regular season. We've inverted the field. From point standings, and now after race number 1 we put guys back on the grid by how they finished. I believe Travis Joyner won that first race. Jair Oliveira won the second was second. We'll move him up in the grid, I believe. So again, taking a look at the track overlay here, Laguna Seca is called Mazda Raceway, located in Monterey, California. And again, it's a 2.2 mile, 11 turn road course, and we got to pay attention to an area called the Corkscrew. That's 8A, 8 and 7 right there. That is a tight turn. You're going to see some issues, I would assume there. Also, turn 11 down there in the lower left on your track grid, on your overlay. That's going to be a tough one as well. I know I just raced this track, and that was a tough one for me. I think we had a 15-minute race, made somewhere around 6-7 laps, and probably 5 of them I drove off the track there in turn 11. But that's just me. Hey, these guys are a lot better drivers than I am, so So a little Volkswagen action. It's a cool mod. It really is. It's called the Fun Cup. Volkswagen Beetles, I believe. Let's see what we got here is our in-car. Nice. Then we'll look out the back. Hopefully. I think that's sort of looking out the back. That's looking over the top. That's supposed to be looking out the back. I don't really like that one. It's looking out the side. Hey, we're hanging off the back there, looking around the side of the car. Well, that's our back view. All right, our look, we're reversing the order here. So sitting on the pole here, I don't think we're going to get a side view of this car either. Oh, sitting on the pole here is the 133 of Robert Martin. Second is the 49 of Ivan Deschamps. Third is the 67 of Henry Leacock. He's shown as the 3 on the grid. 33 of John Pfeiffer is 4th. 20 of Greg Kirchmeier is 5th. The 17 of Jair Oliveira is 6th. In 7th is the 28 of Travis Joyner. 60-minute race here. Got a pace lap. Hopefully everybody will make it through the pace lap without getting caught up in that corkscrew. Cool looking cars there. One of the cool things about Happy Hour Racing League is they do these fun races. They do little Pikes Peak action. I'm not sure what the other one that they've done, but this one is a sort of a last-minute addition with the Volkswagens, and man, they chose a good one because these were fun. They handled well, easy to drive, really. I mean, this is a tough track. It's not an easy track. Hear those cars that backfiring. Yeah, the corkscrew. Very interesting part of the track. That is one place to watch. So we make it through the corkscrew. So 7 cars here for the fun race, the HROC HROC. Number 3, this is the last fun race of the season before we get serious and start the points at the race to the chase. All right, here we go. Green flag is in.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, you bunch of hot dogs!
Definitely a bunch of hot dogs tonight in a Volkswagen. So now we see Robert Martin battling for the lead. Oh, a little contact there with the 53 and the 43. So a little contact. 53 seems like he's getting it going there, and contact with the 33 of John Pfeiffer. Take a look at that replay. They battled for this position here, and a little contact there between the two, and fortunately nobody got hurt. And we got some more spinning going on here. Got Travis Joyner spinning around here. Looks like he got into the back of another car and they spun that car around. Looks like he is the 67, Travis Joyner in the 67. There's the corkscrew. Did not disappoint. Ivan Deschamps gets caught up in the corkscrew there. We'll see how that worked out for him. He gets down there just a little bit hot in the corkscrew, and you got to get down to around 30 mile an hour to be able to make it through, and he gets caught up, spinning around here on lap 1. Back up here with Robert Martin in the 53, getting challenged for the lead. He gets a little bit wide there. It looks like that's turn 11. John Pfeiffer gets around. Also, Jair Oliveira battling for the lead. So looking up here at the 17 car, that black car, Jair Oliveira is now in the lead in that Olympus Volkswagen. Number 17 on the grid. So good battle here. Take a look out of the back of JJ's car. You see just behind, barely see the bottom part of John Pfeiffer's number 33 back there, that blue car. Take a look at John Pfeiffer, what he sees out of the front of his car. See JJ Oliveira leading the field in that black Volkswagen. John Pfeiffer currently in the second position. Not very loud engine sounds, are they? Could probably stand to crank that up a little bit, couldn't it? That's about all I got, bro. Our race leader JJ, I knew he was a road course specialist and leading the field here at the 56-minute mark and beeping his horn. He's kind of throwing it in our face there a little bit, rubbing our noses in it. They could probably work on the backfiring thing. That sounds like somebody shooting off guns. Take a look back here in the third position. Travis Joyner, Next Level Racing, Volkswagen, number 28. Kind of got a tie-dye look to that. Battery's got a really bad primer job. He is followed by Greg Kirchmeier, who is shown as the number 20 on the grid. He's in that Marlboro number 12 Volkswagen. Take a look out of the front of his car. You see Travis Joyner just ahead as they enter the corkscrew area. So this is a tricky part of the track here. Really tricky part of the track. So they were able to get through that with no problem. We could probably turn up the engine sounds a little bit, but so a pretty tight battle here. They're 8 seconds behind the leader. Fifth place car is the 133 of Robert Martin. He's in the 53. Herbie Lovebug machine. Currently running in the 5th position. Robert is 21.4 seconds down. In the 6th position is 67 of Henry Leacock. He's currently the 62 car, but 67 on the icon there. That's the number he runs in his normal series. The Outback Steakhouse Chevy. In the 7th position is the 49 of Ivan Deschamps. He's currently running the 43 STP paint scheme tonight. He is 43.6 seconds back. Back up here with Jair Oliveira. Get that car kind of squirrely as he comes off the turn. That was turn 11, the one that I had so many problems with. JJ having no problems at all. He has a 4.5 second lead over the second place car of John Pfeiffer. Third place here is Travis Joyner. A little bit of lag here. Let's see what we got. It's a good pass for the lead. Good pass for this third position here. Travis Joyner fighting Greg Kirchmeier. A little bit of lag there, so he was able to get around. I think we had some lag that put him behind Greg, and then now he's lagged back up in front. So I guess it all works out. So good tight battle between these two. Take a look out of the front of Greg Kirchmeier's machine, and you see Travis Joyner just ahead here as they go through the turn. Now we're getting up to the tricky part of the track here. This is after we get done under this banner, we will see the corkscrew. So a very tough part of the track. Got to get that car down slow enough that you can actually make it down this hill without spinning out. So good job on both their parts right now. On board with Greg Kirchmeier. Marlboro paint scheme. We got Mazda number 20 on the grid. Ooh, tightening up right there a little bit. Tightening up. These guys are actually pretty close to John Pfeiffer on the track. Just about 5 seconds behind. So they definitely see him on the track. So we'll jump up here with Travis Joyner's machine. You look ahead, around on the turn there is John Pfeiffer. Got him tagged here. He's shown as Bandit on the tag. So not too far ahead, really, and that time is diminishing there. That gap is diminishing, so be able to reel him in here before the end of the race. They've got 50 minutes to do so. This is a 60-minute race, and these guys are definitely going to have to pit. We'll take a look at it's a Scooby-Doo paint scheme, I believe. Yeah, mystery machine there, John Pfeiffer. That brings back some memories, doesn't it? Saturday morning cartoons. John Pfeiffer currently 6.9 seconds back, right in the second position. Got about a 5-second lead over the second or the third place car, Travis Joyner. So John Pfeiffer having a good run here. Now we're looking at the fifth place machine of Henry Leacock, who is 47 points or 47 seconds back. Show him as the 62 paint scheme. Got him as a 3 on the grid, and I've got a 67 icon up for him. He's a hot mess right now. We just can't figure out what number he is. Just pick one of the 3, Henry. You want to be number 3, is 67, is 62. It's whatever you want. Currently running in the 5th position. Henry was excited. He likes these HROC races. Always got a great attitude wherever he comes. No matter where he is on the grid, he just likes to come out and be part of it. Oh, and he gets off the track there a little bit into the AstroTurf and then into the gravel and gets that car back on the track. Really doesn't really hurt his time much. So. Saying he's always got a good attitude, man. This is one of those guys that when you show up, you just like seeing him. He's always got a friendly greeting for you and just positive all around. Just likes to be part of it. Wouldn't be the same without having Henry around, that's for sure. So, hey, he's having fun. Get somebody there close together so he can beat and bang with him a little bit, but having a good night here in the 5th position. Back up here with our leader. Oh, JJ, I said he was a road course specialist, and he is not disappointing. Now we're getting some word that Robert Martin might have gone off track here in the corkscrew. Again, a very tough part of the track. So gone around, spins that car around. Now we're going to take a look at this on board. Over this, so you got to get that car loaded up there. And if you turn that car just a little bit too much, there's a little bit of an elevation change right there. And that can upset the balance of your car. So it seems to be what has happened to Robert Martin. Now JJ is coming up on Ivan Deschamps to look to put him a lap down. So Jair Oliveira is on his car in the 1st position and coming up here to turn 11. I believe this turn 11 right here, looking to make that pass and does so cleanly. Gets around Ivan Deschamps, puts him a lap down. See those cars backfiring. Not only can we hear it, we can see a little fire shoot out of the tailpipe. Probably got a little overkill on the backfiring, but I'm not the guy who makes the mod, so. Now the 7th place car, the 133 of Robert Martin 53 paint scheme, is indicating that he has a speeding penalty and is going to have to come back down pit road. So there is a pit road speed, not sure what that is, probably somewhere around 35, 45 miles an hour, somewhere around there. But definitely showing that there is a pit road speed. Now we have got a battle back here. We've got John Pfeiffer in 4th position. We've got Greg Kurtzmeyer and Travis Joyner all running very close together. Take a look and see some of these passes here. Greg Kurtzmeyer getting around. See, look at that nice tight battle there. Oh, and they get together. So Greg Kurtzmeyer, Travis Joyner beating and banging here. Greg Kurtzmeyer gets off track there a little bit. Travis Joyner, Greg Kurtzmeyer battling for position. Stay with us here for a minute. Man, what a good battle there. Travis Joyner comes back and takes that position, but it gets a little bit wide in there. It gets into Greg Kirchmeier again. Greg Kirchmeier out on the inside fighting back. What a good battle there, side by side, beating and banging. That is a great battle to watch. Just these guys, these three guys. I tell you what, I think John Pfeiffer has had a ringside seat for that one. We're going to have to take a look at that battle again from John Pfeiffer's point of view. His cockpit point of view here. Let's take a look at this. Now we're looking at Travis Joyner's view. I'm going to jump back here. This is John Pfeiffer riding along with him, and then we're going to see this battle here between the 12, Greg Kirchmeier and Travis Joyner, just beating and banging on each other. These guys are just racing like it is a points race. Again, this is a replay of this action. John Pfeiffer riding along with him has a ringside seat. These guys beating and banging here, so you see Greg Kirchmeier fighting back on the outside. They get together again. Get off the track there. Greg Kirchmeier gets that car back on the track, and now has the preferred line coming into the turn, and they're going to beat and bang again. Sort of get that sorted out for the time being. What a battle between those two. So fun one to watch. Oh, we got a yellow flag here. Yellow flag. Interesting there. So that was a good battle to watch between those two. Holy Toledo! Some of the best racing I've seen. Now we got a yellow flag. Oh, Robert Martin and Travis Robert Martin and Ivan Deschamps both spin here. We'll take a look and see what may have brought out this caution. So there we see again the corkscrew. Travis Joyner barely gets by there. And we're going to jump back here. Look at Travis Joyner's point of view on this. You see he just barely dodges that 133 car. Robert Martin spinning. And we also got another we're not sure who brought out the caution, but we also got the 43 car. Ivan Deschamps spins that car around as well. Is that car pointed in the wrong direction? Again, Robert Martin sliding that car around, and that car spun around, and that might have been the one that brought out the caution. So under yellow, caution flag here, so interesting. So at the 40-minute mark, going to catch up to the pace car. Looks like Jair Oliveira is our race leader. Greg Kirchmeier in second. John Pfeiffer third. Travis Joyner fourth. What a battle we were watching between the 20 car of Greg Kirchmeier, the 33 of John Pfeiffer, and the 28 of Travis Joyner. That was a good battle to watch. Some of the best racing I've seen in a long time, irrespective of them riding along in Volkswagen Bugs. That just shows you these guys can drive with the best of them, beat and bang. Cool cars.
Open this
All right, looks like we're going to have some pit stops here. All right, we're currently on board with Jair Oliveira as he makes his pit stop. Travis Joyner in the pits as well, just ahead. JJ backs that car up to be able to get that car out in the pits ahead of the 33 of John Pfeiffer. Oh, it looks like John Pfeiffer had gotten his car around here under yellow. So it looks like he might have gone down a gear and spun that car around. Try to have a word with him, and I don't think I can drag him down to the channel. Unfortunately. Not letting me do that. See if we can't have a word with Travis Joyner here. Travis Joyner, this Heath Johnson in the broadcast booth. Looks like you were having quite the battle there with Greg Kirchmeier.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. We that first lap there, I got tore up, and my steering was all screwed up, and I couldn't get away from anybody. Yeah, we had definitely good battle going on there, but hopefully my guys got it fixed right here, and hopefully we can get away from these guys and maybe even compete for the lead here.
Well, it doesn't look like any damage or any scratches on your paint scheme is going to cause any problems there. They got that primer going on.
Oh yeah, we usually don't run this league, and we actually just literally pull this car out from the weeds, or it's built back in 2008. Just having some fun, see what we can do with it.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, good luck. Keep the fenders on it.
All right, thank you.
All right, that is Travis Joyner, one of the best drivers in the business. Stick him in anything, he can drive it. Drive it up front. So just making fun of his paint scheme there a little bit. Looks like it's a little bit of rust on it there. Looks like it might have somebody had to put some graffiti on the hood of that thing. Looks like that. If we take a look at the front of there, it looks like it's I think it's Joni Loves Chachi on the front of that. Yeah, I'll be darned. It'll look like a heart. Nah, that's a interesting scheme there. Looks like just somebody had put some primer on it, got a little rust, get a little scratch on it. No big deal. Travis Joyner must have been in the pits there for a little while. He is a little bit behind. So this is a challenging track. I don't know if I would be able to drive this in a Cup car or a Formula One car, but these cars not too bad. Well, our race leader, road course specialist, Jair Oliveira. Greg Kirchmeier is in second position. At the field sort of spread out right now. Caught back up.
It'll be one to go this time, bud.
We got a little bit of an issue right now with the plug-in, having some funkiness on telling guys where they need to be. All right, we're trying to get JJ here to stop and wait for the field to catch back up because he's like a minute ahead of the field. All right, we're trying to get the field sorted out here. Being such a big track, guys are sort of strung out there a little bit. All right, I think we should be going back to green here. Well, this might have been a race I should have just gotten in, huh? Instead of broadcasting. Alright, John Pfeiffer is shown as the race leader right now. Leacock is second. Jair Oliveira is third. Travis Joyner fourth. Greg Kirchmeier fifth. Robert Martin sixth. Ivan Deschamps is seventh. All right, well, we are going to have a wild one, I think, here to finish this baby up here, because there's only around 5 minutes left to go in this race, so it's going to be a wild finish, I think. Here we go, Bandit John Pfeiffer in the 33 car, leading the field. Again, they're showing yellow, still under yellow, but I don't know. These guys are racing, so heck with it. Those days where we didn't have any yellow flags, but so John Pfeiffer at 33 and Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine Volkswagen. Off to a good lead here at the right time. Jump back here and look at some of our racing in the pack. Guys are trying to get around the 53 of Robert Martin. Jair Oliveira is beating and banging there, coming up to the third position. Oh, he gets that car around, spins that car around. gives the third position over to Travis Joyner taking no prisoners there, going into the corkscrew. So again, some hard racing here. 53, or that 133 on the grid of Robert Martin is one lap down. But oh man, Robert Martin gets that car spun around there, and we were watching Travis Joyner get a little squirrely. Oh, Greg Kirchmeier also. Henry Leacock spins around. This is a wild one here. Take a look at Robert Martin here spinning around. It's a little bit off the track there and spins that car around. There's racing Travis Joyner. Leacock showing him cutting off the track. Looked like he got a little bit of help there. The Kirchmeier might have given him a little bit of a push. John Pfeiffer, all that racing, worked up to a 4.3 second lead on the pack. Still have not gotten the word to go green, so we're just doing it. Not sure what's going on with the plug-in, with the rules settings. So John Pfeiffer winding that engine out in that Volkswagen. We are in the corkscrew, really challenging part of the course. You see that right side go up off the ground there. The tire left the ground. Travis Joyner, let's see how so he had lost the track, or came off the track, and that's probably through the corkscrew there. Yeah, he uses a little bit of the gravel. Keeps that car pointed in the right direction. Travis Joyner saying he spun around here, so we'll see. He's had a little bit of damage there. Oh man, he just got on a kind of bumpy part of the. Greg Kirchmeier comes around and tags him. Oh my God, that was a hard hit. Take a look at that cockpit view there. Coming around, you see Travis Joyner gets off the track. Gets back out there. Oh, he loses it, and Kirchmeier hits him, T-bones him, and then getting his cars back, pointed in the right direction. Still have not gotten the message to go back to green. So John Pfeiffer avoiding the melee. Got some more spinning around here. So this is where Travis Joyner gets tagged by Greg Kirchmeier. So look at that again from all perspectives. So we saw those guys battling earlier tonight. You see that car leave the ground there. So John Pfeiffer having a good night here, 7 seconds ahead. Found himself out front here on the caution. Ivan Deschamps has gone off track there, and man, tough place to try to catch that car. You see Robert Martin getting way off track up there on top. Take a look at him, and as he's trying to get that car back on the track, he's in the gravel, in the AstroTurf. Get that car pointed in the right direction. Harder than it seems on that part of the track. So John Pfeiffer here on lap 22 has a 9-second lead over Travis Joyner. Now let's take the look at the progress of Jair Oliveira. He was our early race leader. Had some issues there late in the race. Got himself back in the pack and then spun that car around. Currently in the 4th position, 28.2 seconds back. You see him really sliding that car around. And really now he's going to come up here through the corkscrew. Again, he's pretty good through that part of the track. Really is pretty good. That's tons better than I could ever drive that part of the track. So, up here with John Pfeiffer. He is hoping that this time is going to click off because somebody that is on his way is the 28 of Travis Joyner, just 6.3 seconds back. Travis Joyner in the 2nd position, closing the gap. So we're on board with Travis Joyner right now. And now we're heading up into the corkscrew. Getting a very tough part of the track. See, now he can see John Pfeiffer. Again, tough part of the track right there. And Travis Joyner now 4.1 seconds back. So continuing to close that gap in the closing minutes of this race. A tough part of the track right here too. Very slow corner. And you can see Travis Joyner really working that wheel to keep that car pointed in the right direction. We'll see what that time is as they cross the line. 3.4 seconds now. Travis Joyner continuing to cut that lead. John Pfeiffer hanging on to that. Number 33 Mystery Machine Scooby-Doo paint scheme Volkswagen. And when he gets off track there through the turn, it's certainly not going to help. .3 seconds back, so again that lead is shrinking lap by lap. So does Travis Joyner have enough time to be able to run down the 33 of John Pfeiffer? John Pfeiffer just trying to hit his marks here as he comes up through that challenging part of the track that is the corkscrew. You're going to go down through the gears and gets a pretty good run through the corkscrew there. Nice job, and that lead is down to 2.9 seconds, but he does have a pretty good entry and exit through the corkscrew. You see you coming up on some lap traffic. Looking out in the front of John Pfeiffer's machine, it looks like Robert Martin may have gone into the pits, so Robert Martin was just ahead. It was a lap car and has come into the pits. That leaves some open track for John Pfeiffer as he comes into a sharp left-hand turn here. Again, 2.5 second lead over Travis Joyner. Does Travis Joyner have enough time? And now John Pfeiffer gets that car off the track. Again, having a little bit of trouble there. Maybe the tires are wearing out. A little bit of trouble through that part of the course. I think we'd seen him go off track there before. The lead is down to 1.8 seconds. And I'm sure he is now checking his time, checking his mirror. that in-car mirror, and you can see Travis Joyner in the mirror now. 1.8 seconds back. John Pfeiffer definitely cognizant of where Travis Joyner is, and now here again, the challenging part of that race course. Does not quite hit this as well as he has been, so he got off the gravel there, into the gravel there a little bit, but also Travis Joyner did as well, so now 1.4 seconds. So now he can hear that engine sound. That Volkswagen Bug behind him. Now the question is John Pfeiffer going to hold on to this position? Is he going to fight for this position? Going to make that car wide? Make Travis Joyner earn this. Coming down the straightaway, and we're going to get into a sharp left-hand turn. This is a tough turn, slow turn as we come up into turn 1. Again, tough part of the track right here. See a couple different strategies in attacking that corner, and then Travis Joyner was able to get the preferred line and get around John Pfeiffer to take over the first position. Travis Joyner, Next Level Racing, primered paint scheme. Looks like he had just towed that out of the salvage yard. Threw an engine in it. Takes over the lead here with time winding down. I get some word that Robert Martin might have gone off track here, spun that car around, so I try to catch that car and spins that car around. Not a very good backwards view, I'll have to admit. There we go. Take a look at the back of Travis Joyner's machine. See John Pfeiffer back there just behind. Closes in through that turn. Has a little bit better turn there in Travis Joyner, so the fight isn't over. See Greg Kirchner come by. Travis Joyner has a 0.7 of a second lead over John Pfeiffer, and we've got some lap traffic coming up. Oh, Travis Joyner going by the Henry Leacock machine. And now we're on board here with Bandit. John Pfeiffer as he fights to get around Henry Leacock. Losing time there to Travis Joyner. 1.3 seconds back. Here is turn 1, a tough part of the course. That's turn 11, sorry. Tough part of the course. Now back here looking out of the front of Greg Kirchner's machine. We got that lap car, Henry Leacock, just ahead. Turn 1, kind of a double left-hander. You know it's a sharp turn when you're taking your hand off the wheel and bringing it over your opposite hand to crank that wheel around. car that's coming is the 17 of Jair Oliveira. He is now just 17 seconds back. So again, a good road course driver. We'll see how in the next couple laps how that time changes, but right now roughly around 17 seconds. Travis Joyner is a 3.6 second lead over 33 of John Pfeiffer. Travis Joyner coming up on some lap traffic of Ivan Deschamps. Travis Joyner gets around the lap car of Ivan Deschamps, no problem. Puts Ivan down 3 laps. John Pfeiffer now going to try to make that pass on Ivan Deschamps. Back here with Jair Oliveira, he has fallen back there just a little bit. He's now 20 seconds back, so probably has some damage to that car, I would imagine. Looking at Greg Kirchmeier. Gets that car off track just a little bit. He's an all road course. 9.2 seconds back to the race leader, Travis Joyner. What we've had here, not really gone back to on the green for some reason. I'm not sure why that's happened, but these guys are just racing, and I suspect if it doesn't show green before the end of the race, then we're probably going to see some black flags. Still in the back of the grid, so we'll try to let race control know that we've got a copy of what the standings were as they cross the line. Take a look at that 67 car, Henry Leacock. Again, he's got a 62 paint scheme. He's the 3 on the grid and the 67 as the avatar. The 67 paint scheme is what he normally runs in the race series. Probably not a 67 car in the field, so he took the 62. You see Ivan Deschamps getting off track. Spins that car around. So we're getting that car going back in the right direction. Look and see what happened to Ivan. He gets that little challenging part of the course there, just gets that car upset there and spins back across the track, takes one of the signs with him and gets into the tire barrier. He's trying to make this pass on the lap car of Robert Martin. Robert Martin now 3 laps down. Travis Joyner has a 9.3 second lead over second place John Pfeiffer. 10.4 or 10.04 lead, second lead over the third place car, Greg Kirschmeyer. Probably a battle we want to pay attention to here right now is the third place car of Greg Kirschmeyer as he looks ahead at John Pfeiffer. So Greg Kirschmeyer trying to take over the second position. He gets that car off the track there a little bit. Doesn't seem to hurt him too bad, but now a challenging part of the track. It's a hard left-hander here. That's turn 11. Like John Pfeiffer might have been able to get around that turn just a little bit better than Greg Kirschmeyer. Get into turn 1 again. I say this is kind of a double left-hander. You know it's a tight one when you're bringing that hand all the way over across your opposite hand to grab onto the wheel and help pull that wheel around. Speed turns here. See just ahead Robert Martin, 2 cars ahead, gets that car off track, so he is a lap car, 3 laps down. Again, Greg Kirschmeyer trying to close that gap, has a little bit of trouble there with the turn. John Pfeiffer just a little bit better through that turn. It's a tight battle here. Closing minutes of this race. Again, now up through the corkscrew. This is going to be an interesting part of the track, especially battling side by side. A little beat and bang in there. So a little beat and bang in there. John Pfeiffer, Greg Kirschmeyer through the corkscrew. Probably not a part of the track that we can go too wide through, so they were wisely got that single file and saving this battle for another part of the track. Oh, Greg Kirschmeyer drives that car in, both those guys off the track. That is a great save. Beating and banging, battling each other here. Looks like this is the last lap. Trying to get all they can get here. And Travis Joyner wins the race. That was a battle there. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a fun one to watch. Appreciate you letting me bring that to you. Didn't have a lot of time to talk about what we have coming up here in some of the other leagues. Take a look and see what we have coming up on Tuesday. Travis Joyner's League Season 2. Race number 9 at Pocono on August the 29th over at StockCarSimRacing.com. So come out and join those guys tomorrow night. Ironman Racing Series on Wednesday. Phoenix International Raceway. Winding down the season with the SCR guys at Ironman Racing Series. That is a premier series at SCSR right now, and it is a tight battle. Man, you cannot get a much closer battle. What we have going on at Ironman right now. Friday night, Northside International Raceway. Believe that is Phoenix, I believe. Might be wrong about that. Two 40-lap heat races followed by the 80-lap points race. That's the Bushwhackers Racing Series Friday night. So we're bringing back the Bushwhackers. Northside International Raceway on Friday. And Saturday night we'll be at Michigan International Speedway for the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. So that's what we have coming up here in the interim with TurnLeft TV. And again, this is TurnLeft TV, and I appreciate you coming out tonight and watching this broadcast. Apologize for the little hitches. That's not something we can control. So, all right. Well, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.